The book is, again, Only More Like You. It is from our guest, Catalina Margulis, and we are very happy to have her with us today. First of all, in broad strokes, because it's a very sort of intriguing title, how do you describe the book?
Yeah, it's about best friends who are turning 40 just as their lives are completely falling apart. And their lives have gone in very different directions from each other and also from what they pictured their lives would turn out. So they feel like they're losing each other. They feel like they're losing themselves. And it's a story about finding yourself again, rebuilding, reinvention, and creating a life you love, even if it's not the life you imagined.
Well, it's interesting because, I don't read a lot of novels, and, and Kel Surprise, I haven't read a lot of novels involving a strong female cast, but my first thought was this sort of reminds me of Waiting to Exhale, How Sally Got Her Groove Back, sort of but Terry McMillan, both Terry McMillan books. Are there a lot of books out there that deal with women at a certain age in life, or is your book and her books kind of a rarity?
It was when I wrote it. So when I was going through all of these questions and existential angst, I was looking for content. I was scanning Netflix. I was looking at the bookshelves, and I was like, where am I? And so I wrote the book I needed then. Since then, we've seen a lot more stories come forward. But I love those references, because I remember watching American Beauty as a girl and wishing Kevin Spacey would walk off the screen and not come back. I just wanted 2 hours of Annette Bening, and I finally have it.
Me too.
I finally have a whole bunch of shows and books of Annette Bening going through what she's going through, raging, messing up, figuring it out. And we have books like Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis, and The Change, and The Husbands. And it's all about these 40-something women who are challenging the status quo, who are coming into finding their power. And it's a really exciting, empowering time to be a part of this story movement.
Did your time as an editor at Elle and at Flair and at Today's Parent inform sort of the characters or maybe even the storyline of the book?
Yeah, there's a little bit of that, definitely. I mean, I think people are always fascinated. I think about Devil Wears Prada, and I think people are always fascinated about fashion culture and the fashion industry and the magazine industry. And there's a lot of great stories and scenes that I experienced or that I was able to create. So that definitely inspired a big part of it. And just my own personal, reinvention from journalist to author to all the different things that I'm up to were a big part of what inspired it.
Now, you sort of alluded to this, but specifically, what do you hope that the people, not necessarily just women, but the people who read the book come away with?
Yeah, and I think it calls to a lot more women than I think I even have acknowledged. Women are coming up to me saying, I may not be 40-something, I may be older, I may be younger, but this is totally speaking to me. So I think it resonates with anybody who is questioning, what do I really want? What am I going to do next? And how do I live intentionally? And how do I create a life I love? And even if I spent my whole life getting here, can I start all over again? And can it be a good thing and not the end of the world? And so I hope that this book shows them that, yeah, your best is yet to come. And you can absolutely start again and create and create and create over and over again and reinvent over and over again. And that's available to you no matter what age you're at.
Sounds great. And we're going to just that great way to end our interview. We'll leave it there. Once again, thanks so much to Catalina Margulis for being with us today. Once again, the book is, well, again, Only More Like You. So thank you so much. And hopefully we get a chance to speak with you in the future.
I'd love that. Thank you so much for having me.
Take care.